What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Nostalgia Podcast. I am your host, John, and we are joined by two, I guess you could call them great hosts. One of them's great. We got one of them's great, and one of them's Becky. So, starting out, Becky, how's it
Uh,
going?
hey, yeah. I was gonna say we'll let them choose who the good one is, but she ruined it for him, spoiled it.
Who's them?
The viewers or the
Oh, I thought you
listeners.
meant like your fans. You got
Yeah,
fans just like
yeah,
writing you fan mail and sending you.
yeah. It's
No,
like
no one knows where you live. People
it's
can't.
like
People
Beliebers, but it's like Beck. I don't know. I can't think of one for Becky.
Beckivers. That doesn't
Becky.
work.
No, it doesn't.
Do people send fan mail anymore? Is that a thing? Or is
Oh
it just
yeah, I've
emails?
from our first episode, I've received piles of it. You haven't?
That's what's behind you. Is
Yeah,
all
yeah,
the fan mail.
exactly.
And
Uh,
our second co-host for today is Amanda, who's actually new because it's our second episode, so it kind of goes without saying. But hey, Amanda, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
oh, doing
Oh,
good.
not too. You know what? Middle of the road. That's what I'm gonna go with. It's a Sunday night when we're recording this, and I have to go to work tomorrow. So,
That's true.
relatively speaking. So, for anyone joining in, make sure to check out last week's episode if you haven't, where we talk all about Cartoon Network and all of the different shows that were our favorites back in the day when we were kids growing up. But today we're going to be talking about something that's probably going to make you hungry, and it's all different snacks from our childhood. So this includes everything from, say, like baby bottle pops, which we'll talk about later, all the way to stuff like they had the easy squeeze jelly peanut butter things you could put on sandwiches and stuff. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, oh my
I
God,
think
what's
it was
that
easy
called?
squease, but I don't remember if it
Goober.
was like
Are you talking about the
goober.
goober where it's both put together?
I think so, yeah. I'll have
Oh
to check
man,
it. We'll talk
that stuff.
when
Yeah,
we get to that part. We'll take a look at it. We'll figure it out one way
yeah,
or
we'll
another.
figure it
But
out.
we're talking about all the things that you ate as a kid, whether it brought you up any interesting memories, because I definitely have a couple that, well, and I want to preface this, some of these are still around. So we don't need you putting in the comment section that they're still around and stuff. We know that, but they still remind us of when we were young. So we're gonna bring it up. So I have a couple of those, got a couple stories. It's gonna be pretty good. But what we're gonna do first is ask you two and me afterwards what we did this week that brought up any nostalgia. So Becky, why don't you go first?
All right. Yeah. So, I guess I don't know if this is so much as something that I did as much as it was something that I was thinking about because I have a couple of Raspberry Pis, and I was going to repurpose one for some smart home stuff called Homebridge for the Apple HomeKit stuff, where you can bridge other brand stuff. Um, and I'm actually going to cannibalize what was my Retro Pi because I had a Retro Pi that we used to play games on before we had a child, and um, and so I was like, man, I'm gonna have to get another Pi so I can, you can just swap the SD cards on those to make them boot to
Oh yeah.
whatever the hell you installed on it. So I was like, man, when we want to play some retro games again, we're gonna have to swap the SD card onto a new Pi or something. 'Cause it
Or
was a lot of fun.
hear me out. You can get one of those little handheld emulators
Oh, see, that's
instead.
some fancy stuff right there. Can you
Raspberry
dock
Pis
those?
are pretty. You can, yeah. It's got a HDMI out on the top of it and a USB-C out, actually.
Oh, so you can
Oh
you could
yeah.
put a little hub on it and do some USB controllers.
You can. You can hook it up to a TV and kind
Oh,
of use it as a controller while playing on the TV instead. There's a lot of different things, but I thought it was interesting that I was playing on my 85-inch TV in my living room, and I was playing Pokemon Red, and I realized it was
oh my god.
never meant to do that.
Oh
Not even in
god.
the least bit. It was the most pixelated thing ever, and I was sitting there
Dude,
like, "Huh."
the character, like your character that you're moving around was probably the size of your head.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Life-size Pokemon. It's what everyone's wanted for years.
Yeah.
Except in like I think it was 8-bit back then. 16? Might have been 16.
Yeah.
I could be wrong though.
The Game Boy
But nice.
Color may have been 16, right? With
Maybe.
the Game Boy original may have been 8. I don't remember. But
I don't
yeah,
know. That's a whole
that
different
was
day.
yeah, that was my thing. Is that I know I've done gaming 2 times in a row, but honestly, my life isn't very interesting outside of that. So that's what I got.
Well, that's what kind of having a child does for
Yeah,
a couple
that'll do
years
it.
there. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. What about you, Amanda? Did you do anything nostalgic this week?
We watched Space Jam. We watched the original, and then we watched the new one.
Oh, Space Jam.
Space
That
Jam.
movie is have either of you gone back and watched it except for like when you just watched it, Amanda?
No, it's the first time I watched it in a long time.
It doesn't hold up. It's real
No.
bad.
Oh man.
No, it's horrible. Like every single thing about that movie just makes you cringe. It's so bad. And
What you
I
don't
love
you don't like you don't still get like super horny for Lola Bunny or whatever?
no, I'm not one of them.
No?
Not
All
my
right.
side of the
Yeah.
internet.
It's actually kind of funny because a lot of people like complain about the like furry culture and stuff like that. Um and this is taking a turn already.
Open up to us,
But
Becky. Yep, safe
no,
place.
no, so I also wasn't into like the animals, like Lola Bunny and stuff like that. But it's kind of funny
Sure.
because everybody blames the internet for like this random surgence of like furries, right? They've always been there. They've
Oh
just been
yeah.
watching Space Jam on repeat, not going to conventions. You know what I mean? Like those people have been there, and like we were having. I don't want to out my uncle, but nobody knows who he is or anything. But it was really funny, and I think it was partially a joke. But he was talking about how there were some like sexy Thundercats, and I was like, all right, dude.
So
um,
I don't remember a ton of Thundercats. So that's
I don't.
one thing. But
Yeah,
there was a lot of that back then though in the older cartoons where they were
yeah.
just trying to make like the quote unquote female protagonist
As sexy as possible.
what's yeah, I was trying to think of a nicer word than that, but yeah, I don't think there is one. But nice, yeah. I would not recommend watching Space Jam again. In all honesty, I haven't watched the new one. I heard it's better than the original, and that's not a great compliment. So
No,
it's
the bar is pretty low.
yeah,
Probably. Yeah, I
it's
It's
haven't.
real
through the
low.
floor.
I haven't watched it
hmm
in a very long time. So yeah,
If you want a good chuckle, it's fine,
yeah.
understandable to watch, but not if you want something to actually
Yeah.
watch.
Just
Yeah.
watch it for like the like ironically watch it, not
Yeah.
like you're expecting
Exactly. Yeah,
anything.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
The
Now you get
nostalgia
it.
of
Now you
it.
get it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, along those same lines, this week, um, I don't want to keep talking about gaming because I feel like we do that every single week. Because I did beat the second Zelda game. I know
You
I've been
did?
having yeah, I did. I've been going through all those Zelda games to try and beat them so that I can play Breath of the Wild, so I can play Tears of the Kingdom.
Wait,
Because
so
I don't.
sorry to interrupt you, but you beat the first one already too, and then beat the second one as well?
Mhm.
Dang,
Yeah, the
nice. All
second
right.
one was not hard.
Okay.
It just sucked. Uh, so
Was the second one
it,
the second one was also on the NES, right? It's just a
it
much less
was
popular than the first one.
and they tried to do new things with it, which I understand with it was brand new at the time. And it's like the platformer walking around and stuff, but then when you got into like a random encounter, kind of like in Pokemon, you would go into this
Mm,
side scroller bit, or if you went into like a dungeon, it'd be side scroller and the combat was horrible and
that's
everything
interesting.
you do was horrible. The it was not good.
That
And
sounds
I know
weird.
there's probably people are gonna hate me for it, but I don't care. I'm still on the I love the original Pokemon games, and I know we're gonna have an entire episode dedicated to that,
Yeah.
because that is just a gigantic thing itself. But to get away from those, it still counts as nostalgia. But do either of you remember the Disney Channel movie Lemonade Mouth?
Lemonade Mouth?
Lemonade Mouth, yes. So
No, I do not.
it's it's a movie about a group of kids who are in detention and they pick up instruments and start playing. They figure out that they're really good as a band and they try and like join these like um battle of the band kind of things. And it's about their progression and it's a good movie. I mean, it's got a lot of bigger name people in it. I say bigger name, but some like Bridget Medler was in there. Naomi Scott, Haley Kiyoko was is how you pronounce it. So a lot of people that are like weller known actors now. But it came out in 2011. So nostalgia is kind of like quotes around it.
Oh.
That's like saying
But the
High School
reason I bring it
Musical's
up,
nostalgia.
kind of exactly, yeah, that later on kind of thing. I think High School Musical was still like 2007. I want to say six,
Six.
2006. Yep, super
Jeez.
early.
Wow.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
It was like
yeah,
Demi
almost middle
Lovato
school
in it.
days. That is Camp Rock.
Yeah, it was like that
I
time frame.
love that movie. And
It was
those
mediocre. I
Disney
wasn't a
Channel
fan, but
originals are like my jam. No pun intended.
I like the old
But
ones. Like Luck of the
the old
Irish.
ones, I watched Luck of the Irish on St. Patrick's Day this year. It was great.
Oh
It's
wow.
It's not
again,
my
the
favorite.
acting is horrible. It's
Always.
terrible, but you know what? Doesn't even matter. That's not why I watch it. Watch it for the nostalgia. But the reason I bring up Lemonade Mouth is because I learned something really interesting that I thought was just weird. The whole thing revolves around this lemonade machine that they're trying to save and not get moved out of their school, full of lemonade that's not great for whatever. It's a Disney Channel movie.
Yep.
Grain of salt. But at the very end, you meet this guy who owns the company, and his name is Mel, and it's Mel's Lemonade. And I looked up really quickly. I was like, is he in anything else? He looks a little familiar. Um, Turns out he was not in anything else. He actually passed away several years ago, about 5 years ago. And
Oh.
like he left a suicide note apologizing to every one of his fans and Donald Trump. That
Okay.
legit, like that was all it said, and everyone's like, so apparently his suicide was deemed like suspicious, like they weren't
Mhm.
100% sure he killed himself. Like, yeah, this whole big thing, and like he had a random suicide note that said,
What
"Sorry to everyone
year?
and Donald Trump."
What year was Donald Trump president or was this pre-presidency?
I'm hoping it's post presidency or during because
It'd be
otherwise that'd be
it'd be
real
way
weird.
yeah, right? Like he saw Donald Trump in like Home Alone 2 and was like, I love that guy. Or something, you
That's
know
the
what I
one he
mean?
latched on, or like he was a
Yeah.
very, very big fan of his reality TV show.
Oh yeah.
What's it? You're fired. That whole one.
Yeah, the you're fired thing.
I never watched it. What was
The
it
Art of the
called?
Deal? No, that's his book. His book
No,
is The Art of the Deal. I don't remember what the Apprentice,
The
right?
Apprentice. Yep, that's the
Yeah.
one. Yes. And just to give an answer to your question, it was uh 2019. So that was during his presidency.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, it was very early on, but yes. Yeah, it was just
Wow.
this weird thing, like, digging down this rabbit hole of this Disney Channel movie with a one-off character. I was like, "This is very strange," and I'm glad I didn't know this as a child.
That's really interesting. Wow.
Yeah,
Traumatizing.
I know. Sorry,
Wow.
not to take it down a dark turn here, but
Yeah, that's like a
back
bad
back to Zelda.
nostalgia. Yeah,
Yeah, back to Zelda. I beat the second one, and I'm
yeah,
moving
I was
on to
gonna say
Link's Awakening.
we need to bring back the video games
Get it back on
because
track. We're like way off.
jeez.
Yeah, it's what are you gonna do?
Well, hey, you know what? Nostalgic isn't always all rainbows and flowers. Nostalgia can be
It's
bad.
not. I don't know
Yeah.
that we're gonna get into too much of bad nostalgia here.
Oh yeah,
Like, hey,
I
you
mean we
remember
don't.
that camping trip where all of your family members hated each other by the end?
Yeah.
Super.
Oh man, I've got some nostalgia that could be bad related to family. We had a family part. This is totally off the rails. We had a family party that our family internally deemed SummerSlam
I'm
because
all right. I'm listening.
like a literal fight broke out at like
Oh
amongst the
God.
family, like uncles and stuff, like just fight. It was yeah, and it's funny that it was deemed SummerSlam because and it may have been called this because of this fact that I'm about to say, but I left the party early to go to a wrestling show with one of my friends, and then our family SummerSlam occurred after I left. It was like what? But yeah,
So
anyways.
is it bad that I was waiting for you to say like you guys got a band or something? And it was just like this musical thing? Because that's what
Oh,
SummerSlam sounds like.
oh, well, SummerSlam is actually the like an old event name that WWE used to put on.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
I
So
never
like,
watched WWE.
yeah, they used to put on the SummerSlam.
SummerSlam 2000.
Yeah, like exactly. That was pretty much it. Like it was like one of the pay per view events or something. So that's what made it
Oh.
more funny. Yeah, that I left for a wrestling event, and then SummerSlam of my family happened.
So I think we do have WWE on our list of topics somewhere. I
Oh,
did
do
put
okay.
that down. Yeah, because it was a
All right.
huge thing.
It
Like
was, yeah.
back, some people used to watch it religiously, and whenever I brought up like it's all fake was like the normal thing people said about it, everyone was like, "Yeah, we know. You don't
Yeah.
watch it because it's real. You watch it because there's like storylines and stuff." I was like, "Oh my god, what?"
Yeah.
Reality
Yeah.
TV
I
before its
used to I
time.
used to
Yeah.
watch it when I was actually one of those kids that watched it and was like, "Nah, it's totally real. Like, get the hell out of here." Like I didn't watch it for the storylines. I watched it because I thought these guys were beating the shit out of each other.
I did play the
But
games.
yeah,
Did play
yes,
those.
I played the games pretty heavily, but
Mhm.
yeah, that'll be yeah, we can get into that pretty good probably in a different episode, of course.
Yeah, you know what? Let's as we do each time, we're gonna reel it back in a little bit and
Yeah. Well,
talk about snacks. So we'll go ahead and move on to our main topic here, which is nostalgic snacks. So we're gonna go around the table, the metaphorical table, because we
the
are
digital
not in the
table.
same room right
It's
now.
more of a
Yes,
triangle.
Yeah.
is it a triangle? I guess technically it's a triangle. Wait, no, a table isn't a specific like. It's not round. It's not a round table. It's just a table. Three people can sit at a table. Amanda, God.
Nope. Tables are square, John, and anything
Only
else
4 people can sit at a table.
anything else is against God's will, and you're a heathen.
So great. Now we got to find a triangle table.
No one said I was smart,
Anyway.
okay?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, a triangle table would be pretty cool for an in-person 3-person podcast. Like that'd be a pretty neat thing.
We literally just said reeling it back in.
We did, and then we went off. Yeah.
Just throwing into left field. We're going to be talking about snacks. We're going to talk about each one of our favorite snacks. And then at the end, we're actually going to talk about snacks that we deemed not good, specifically from our childhood that didn't like, that were bad. But let's go over the ones that were good. We'll start with Amanda this time. What do you got for
Okay.
us?
So mine's super weird.
Uh-oh.
My friend and I used to go to like an old school gas station, and we would get Fun Dip, Nerds, Necco wafers, and those and like sweethearts. We put everything except for the Necco wafers in a bowl, and we would take the Fun Dip sticks, and we would just like scoop the stuff out of the bowl with the fun sticks.
What?
Like we would like a baby bottle pop. We would lick them and like get the stuff out.
Wait, but like the Necco wafers too?
No, without the Necco wafers. We would just have those on the side.
All right.
10
Those
out
are
of
just
10 dentists just threw up in their mouths.
Like I look back on it now, that sounds nasty.
Dude, it's like an
But-
old school farm party.
Jesus. Yeah.
What's a farm party?
It's farm like PHARM. Like basically a farm party is where everybody comes in with a bunch of medications. You dump them in a central bowl, and people just pop pills out of them and just get fucked up.
I would like to
That's horrific.
specify this is not something you should do.
Yeah, no, it's
With
not.
with old school nostalgic snacks, farm parties are perfectly fine.
Yes.
With medication, please do not do that.
Yeah.
Jeez. Oh my god, so like the Fun Dip things were literally just sugar. Like the actual things. And then you dip them in sugar.
And we scooped
then
little
you
balls of
added
sugar with little
more
wafers of
sugar on top of the sugar, and you just went to town.
I'm half expecting her to say, and then between scoops, we just did a line of pixie sticks.
Oh my god! Did either of you actually do that as a kid?
I never snorted pixie sticks. No,
I tried, and then
I was
Amanda-
way too scared.
I'd say Amanda seems like the kind of person that would.
Except I'm a pansy, so I wouldn't be able to do it. Like I could never like flip my eyelids inside out.
I think I could do that.
Oh god!
I don't think I've tried. Oh no, I can't do it right now. Ah, that hurt. All right,
My
anyone
eyelashes
listening,
are
don't
too
do that.
beautiful to do it. They're too voluptuous. I can't do it.
So back in the day, I did actually snort one pixie stick, and it caused my nose to bleed.
Yeah,
So, and apparently that's what it does. Like it's a fully known thing, but I was a stupid child.
Yep.
Thought I heard someone talk about this, And sure enough, yeah, it was not my brightest move, but also not my dumbest. We got
Yeah.
we got some stories that I'll tell
I mean,
later
that's
on in the pod.
yeah, I feel like that's like a natural progression though. When you have a pixie stick, it's full of powdered sugar. What do you expect kids to do? Like, I mean,
Exactly.
it's literal. If you take nose candy to the literal extreme, that's what it is. Nose candy.
Did, did you ever with pixie sticks? You would always like when you're eating them correctly instead of shoving
Mm.
them up your nose. Um, you would eat them, but did you ever get like it where you try and eat it and then it just gets clogged
Oh
Yes.
yeah, dude. So
because
all right.
it's just sugar?
So I would when that happened, I would actually bite it at that point and eat the paper with it. If that happened, I would just eat the paper, chew up the paper with the sugar in
Sure.
there, get my fiber in, and unclog it with like the old just ripping it with your mouth and eating paper. Yeah,
Sometimes I swear you would eat trash if I gave it to you.
that's probably true.
Just don't tell them it's trash.
I could probably tell him it's trash and he'd be like, all right, whatever.
All right, it
This
smells okay.
pasta's great lukewarm.
Oh god.
There's only a couple of like dust mites on it. It's fine.
Mm.
Hair.
It's a
Yum.
new style of cheese. Trust me, it's just aged.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's one of those cheeses where the mold's supposed to be there. Don't worry about it.
So it's enough about snorting pixie sticks because I don't want to give people bad ideas. Amanda, do you have any other favorite snacks?
Yeah, there's actually one. They kind of tried to bring it out recently. It's the 3D Doritos. And if anybody remembers the old school 3D Doritos, they taste way better. The freaking jalapeno ones were my jam. I would
S-
eat them by the like container full. That was only like
So
8.
the ones that
What
they
did
had
they?
back then, were they the small ones or were they the bigger ones?
I think they had both. Because you
Did
could get
they?
the grab and go packs. You know how they started putting stuff in like the cup
Oh,
holders?
yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh
Yeah,
my
Oh,
they had
God.
like
Cup
I think
holder
they had bags of them
snacks.
too.
God, only in America can you get that. Or it used to
oh
be able to
god.
like unscrew the top and put them in there. They use as a little dish instead of having to like that looks bad. I don't know, but you didn't have to reach your hand all the way in the
Yeah.
container to get all the stuff out.
And
Oh
got the
my
Oh yeah,
damage.
gosh.
like you would twist it up like a freaking deodorant thing too. You mean?
Which one
Is
is
that what you're
that? I
talking
don't
about?
know. These are just
Oh,
literally like kind of like imagine like
Like a
I don't
thermos?
even
Wouldn't you
know.
like pour it
Yeah, a
into the top?
thermos. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
thermos. And you like unscrew the top and it'd be filled with Doritos or I remember they had
Oh,
Cheetos ones.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hmm. And you used to,
Oh
I mean,
man.
you're supposed to put them in the little cover and eat them like a little dish, but you could just literally like down them. Just that's what was
So
nice.
good.
Dude,
But you could
why
put them in a
didn't
cup holder.
they should make something that's kind of like a push, like I don't know, like a Pringles can that it has like the bottom like a deodorant can. You know what I mean?
And just push it up.
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to do because the spindle has to go all the way up too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that does cost money.
But
Instead,
yeah,
I have to
like
freaking
you have to like try and like either dump it out and break the chips or
yeah,
reach in, but your hand's not as small as it used to be. It doesn't
yeah.
fit in there anymore.
Bo Burnham was right about that when he said he wanted to have a daughter so he could finally have somebody whose hands were small enough to fit inside a Pringles can.
Boy, I haven't
Shout out
heard
to
a
Bo Burnham.
scarier sentence.
He-
Bo Burnham was right about that.
That's a scary
I
sentence
mean,
altogether.
he was right about country music too, so
That's
can't
true.
talk too much.
Yeah, dude,
But
Bo
yeah,
Burnham's he's good.
they did bring back the 3D Doritos, but I think they only brought back the mini ones, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, and they're only nacho and I think Cool Ranch flavored or something similar. They're not
Gotcha.
good. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
See, that's a
Well, they
little sad
probably
when they bring something back, but I mean,
yeah
it,
they probably changed the
also,
recipe to make it cheaper and blah 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 capitalism
Kind of
whatever.
like
also
Twinkies.
though, could it have
Mm,
tasted different because you were different back then? You had
Also,
hopes and
yes.
mm.
dreams.
I've tried the candy thing. Not a fan. Was
Not a fan anymore.
overwhelmed and
So
underwhelmed.
now that I'm
God,
in my 30s, listening to you talk about that sugar thing gives me instant heartburn. And I'm like, I'm basically over here thinking, do I need to run and grab a Tums just to finish this podcast?
Yeah. Dude, those powdered sugars really did do that though, didn't
Hmm.
it? Like those really do give you heartburn now. Like honestly, I could right now I could eat chocolate like nobody's business if I wanted to without my stomach would hurt because whatever
Sure.
stomach problems because I'm old, but like those powder like really like refined sugary powder things like pixie sticks and stuff like that that would give you some
Oh
heartburn.
yeah. Instant heartburn.
Yeah.
I
Nostalgia
just eat the sticks
podcast
now.
brought to you by Tums. Out there.
There we go.
We gotta have something each week of just what old people use, like us. Like
Yeah.
Tums. And
Tums,
like I
Pepsi.
don't even
Pepto Bismol.
Yeah.
Hey, Pepto Bismol.
Freaking foot soak massager machines. I don't know.
Well,
What
so
else do
that
old
was a
people
big
use?
thing back in the day too, though. You used to be able to get them at like Toys R Us. They had like the
Toys R
ones that
Us?
you could, yeah, you used to be able to put your foot in them and just use hot water. Yeah. I worked at Toys R Us. I know.
Right.
Trust me. They
Yeah.
had ones with beads in it that you used to
Oh.
be able to put your feet in the beads and it was like moving them. Yeah, it was weird.
Was it like the Orbeez ones?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe so.
Yeah, they're like
Mhm.
gel beads, kind of. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like squishy.
I think they were literally
What a
Orbeez.
weird time.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like late 2000s, I think.
To be fair,
Early
you can
2010s.
still get foot massager machines at like Walmart for like 15-20 bucks.
Yeah. We had one when we lived in North Carolina.
It was not great.
It wasn't good at all. And
No,
I did this
not worth the
thing where
money.
like, yeah, not even like the $15 because it didn't really. It just like it tickled actually because it like blew bubbles between your toes and stuff. Like it was really
Ugh,
the
that's weird.
massage was like just blowing bubbles at your feet, and it was so light that it just like kind of tickled. Yeah,
Interesting.
And then you got water wherever you're trying to sit.
yeah,
And you want to be careful. It's electric. It's just not a good combination.
yeah. You have to be close to an outlet, but you're like splashing water all over the place, and so, yeah, it's a whole
If
thing.
you're going to be comfy, you're probably sitting somewhere that's carpeted.
Yeah,
You don't want to get water all over the place. Or if you got
That's
hardwood.
fair.
Ugh.
Old
yeah.
people problems.
Jeez, yeah. It's
You know,
worrying about the
kids,
hardwood in her house.
Oh, I'm going to ruin my
kids back then
flooring.
wouldn't care.
Yeah.
They would just do it. All right. What about you, Becky? What kind of snacks did you eat as a child?
Oh my god. There's so many things that could like I could talk about. One of them, so one of my favorite ones that was like I don't even remember when they came out. But Yogos. Yogos were my shit. I don't know if you're familiar with
Yogos.
them, but they were basically
Oh my
like
god.
a fruit
I
snack covered in
hated
yogurt, like little spheres. You hated Yogos?
hated Yogos.
I
Hated
can't do
them.
this podcast with you anymore. I hate you
That's
now.
Ew.
it. Friendship
We're wrap it up.
over.
You can find a new co-host because that's blasphemy. Yogos were fucking delicious.
I forgot about them. Like looking, I mean, it so for anyone who's listening here, we have our computers in front of us because a lot of the times you don't recognize something until you see it, right?
Yeah.
What is it? Smell is the easiest way to trigger nostalgia, and then it's sight, and then I mean audio, but being able to just see the boxes enough to be like, yep, I had those once and I hated them.
Yeah. Wow. I can't believe you hate it. What flavor did you? You had them once? That's not
I
enough.
had them once. I can't
What
tell you
flavor
what
did you have?
flavor. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm
Oh
looking at
man.
different ones and I can't pinpoint it.
Maybe it
Um,
was consistency.
Strawberry Slam was good. Berry Banana was good. Crazy Berries. I'm looking at I'm not remembering the exact names of these, by the way. That would be
that'd be
insane.
real impressive.
Yeah, that would. Crazy Berries I probably could have done without because I was definitely a very like strawberry and strawberry banana kind of kid. Like I liked berry flavored things, but it certainly was not my favorite. Um,
Stuff
yeah,
like
dude, those
this
are
was what gave me issues with artificial flavors and stuff. So there's a lot
oh
of artificial flavors I just can't eat because they literally make me want to throw up. Cherry is one of them, and strawberry is the other really big one. Because strawberry, one, we took a trip down to New York City as a kid, and while I was down there, I asked my parents, "Can I have strawberry bubble gum?" Thinking whatever it was, I think it was the Bubblicious ones, and
mm,
I ate the whole thing to see if I could eat all of the gum in the entire
yeah.
pack. and I wound up throwing up because of it. I can't do watermelon flavor since. New watermelon,
Wow.
no problem. Watermelon is great. I love a good watermelon. Artificial
Yeah.
watermelon is the worst thing to me.
Just just no go on the
Oh yeah.
artificial water. That's funny.
Hmm.
Jeez.
I think this
Yeah.
one of the reasons I don't like one of those because I vividly remember not liking these things.
Wow. That's wild. Dude, that actually just reminded me of do you remember, and I don't want this to count as one of my favorite things because I have one that I absolutely have to talk about.
All
Um
right.
but do you remember they it's one of the ones where they still make it, but I remember because I played T-ball and baseball and stuff. The Big League Chew gum that came in the bag that made you
So,
think you were doing chewing tobacco like all the guys in baseball in the big leagues and stuff like that.
who
Yeah.
thought that was a good choice? Like,
Dude,
hey,
it's
all these
hilarious because it's
baseball players are
literally
doing tobacco.
yeah.
Let's get kids involved.
Well, that's and that actually I'm gonna piggyback off of that a little bit. Candy cigarettes. Those were the
Yep.
shit, dude. Candy
They still
cigarettes
are.
were fantastic. Yeah, they still are. Like I remember Stallions. You got to have the black Stallions. Those are the best ones. They're all the same, but the black Stallions are the best ones. I had my brand, which they were all the
Oh
same brand.
god.
They were just there was like Lucky Strikes, Black Stallion. There were a couple other ones too. I don't remember, um but yeah, that the Big League Chew gum, that's pretty nostalgic for me. Like that brings me back to like the quintessential like ballpark hot dog that we would always get
Oh.
after practice every day. They would
Mm-hmm.
give you a hot dog
Mm-hmm.
out of the snack place or whatever. Oh my god, those
Yep.
hot dogs were the best. Like I can't mimic that flavor. I don't know where the hell they got their hot dogs, but a lot of people say Oscar Mayer, but I can't. Even if I fry an Oscar Mayer on something like a griddle or something, I can't replicate that flavor.
It's important to remember you were a different person back then.
That's
That's
yeah.
true.
Because
I still
I'm
have
actually
hopes and
really
dreams.
surprised that exactly it makes it was still have hopes and dreams. I think that's going to be a reoccurring thing. Remember when we had hopes and dreams?
Mhm.
The
Now I just
millennial
have
way.
bills.
Yeah.
Now just
Now
bills.
now I'm just stuck on this weird podcast with some guy that I just met off the street. I don't know who this John guy is.
Who's that? Oh, me. All right, all right, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that was one of those things where like Big Chew just seemed like such a horrifically bad idea that only could come out of the 90s.
yeah, it's kind of funny because it was like it's almost like you can understand either one, maybe, like because either side of the coin, right? Because it's like you don't do it, you don't make that, and then kids might start doing chewing tobacco earlier, or you
Oh yeah.
make it, and then it's a gateway to chewing tobacco. Like it's like Big League Chew is a gateway drug to real chewing tobacco. Confirmed.
That's confirmed.
Yeah.
A plus
Oddly enough,
marketing of
it
big tobacco.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it came from was Big Tobacco is the one behind Big Chewing Gum.
Yep.
Ironically, it started
Marlboro.
in 1980.
Big League Chew did? Wow.
Yeah, that was a
Okay.
really long time ago.
They've been going for a while
From
then with that.
a brand called Ford Gum.
Ford?
Yeah,
Like
Ford Gum.
they
Not
made they
anything to do. Nope, nothing to do with Ford, the car
nothing to do with
company.
cars. Okay. I was gonna say
Nope,
making
it's its
trucks
own
and
thing.
Big
Looks
League
like
Chew.
just hanging back in your pickup truck with your big league chew, watching the game. Except
All right. Yeah, that's a
I should
thing
just
that
start doing
definitely
voice
happened.
acting.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a thing that happened. I think we need to make that commercial though. That's
Big League Chew, your gateway drug.
when you don't
what
like
was
the
your other
tobacco smell.
favorite snack?
Yeah. So my other one, and so this is a little bit less of a snack and more of, I mean, it's a snack now to us because we're adults now, but it was a whole ass breakfast meal when we were kids. It's a cereal. So Kellogg's partnered with Disney Pixar a long time ago. You know what? I need to look up when this came out. So basically, there's a cereal that they came out with called Buzz Blasts. Kellogg's came out with it, Disney Pixar, and it's Buzz Lightyear cereal. And I just like I thought of it when I was thinking about
Oh
the
my
podcast.
god.
Right? Did you have that too?
I 100% had this.
Yeah, dude, that was my favorite cereal ever. Like, so like Reese's Puffs were my favorite cereal because I love Reese's. Buzz Blast topped Reese's Puffs when it was out for a limited time, and I was so sad when they stopped. I loved that cereal. Um, and I gotta figure out when they came out. Um, Buzz
Oh
Blast
my
and the
god.
cereal
I didn't remember the
graveyard.
box, but the second you see the cereal and it's
Yeah.
like the
Yep.
the UFO with all the little toys
With
in
the
it.
little
Oh my
the
god.
faces, yeah, like his faces in purple that are
Yeah.
like, and you remember the crunch of those faces. Those were very crisp.
I was gonna say that's all I remember is the purple ones were really good.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
it was introduced in 2002, discontinued in 2005, Buzz Blast. But yeah, that's actually funny because when I looked it up, I didn't recognize the box either, and I was like, was this it? And then I looked at the cereal and I was like, yup, that was it.
Yup. It
That
honestly it looks like Twix. Tricks.
tricks.
Not
I was
Twix.
like, what the hell are you
Twix.
talking about?
Looks straight up like a candy
Chocolate?
bar. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm
Yeah.
looking at the wrong thing.
But dude,
But no, it
that
looks like
cereal,
Tricks.
oh my god. It looks like one of the old Trixes. Yeah, like one of the
Yeah.
shapes. Yeah. Oh
But
my god. I love
the
what I would
crunch.
give to go back and taste that cereal. And because I don't even know what it was flavored like. It doesn't even have a flavor. It's just naturally sweetened multigrain cereal. Who the hell knows what they put in that shit at that point?
Gonna let you
Sugar.
in on a secret. It's sugar. It's
Oh
just
yeah,
sugar.
obviously, yeah, definitely sugar. But like
God,
it's just
can we see
flavored like sugar.
the
Oh, the
nutrient facts for
stevia,
one of
man.
these? I wonder how bad it is.
Yeah. Nutrition facts. Here we go. Total fat, 2 grams.
You gotta look at that sugar, man.
11 grams of sugar, 24 total carbs. You get some of your vitamin A, vitamin C up in there. Let's see if we can see the
That's
ingredients list. Corn and oat flour, sugar. Sugar's the second one. Graham pieces.
What's a graham piece? Like a graham cracker?
Yeah. More sugar inside of those other ingredients. Yeah, it's very small. I can't really. Oh, here we go.
What was the serving size on those? Because I feel like that's really important with 11 grams of sugar. It's like a
That's true. Oh, dude,
tablespoon.
it's got to be tiny. Like, dude, cereal servings are so small. It's 1 cup. Yeah, 1 cup of cereal is a tiny. I don't know if you've ever measured out a serving size of cereal, but it is tiny, like very small.
I
One
have
cup is a
not.
serving, and
Real
it's
talk, though. Real talk. I need
mhm.
to know this to know that both of you are humans and not aliens. Do you put the milk in first and then the cereal, or the cereal in then the milk?
I pour them both at the same time because I
Oh
love
my god,
chaos.
you monster!
Oh, like the commercials. Don't they do that stupid
The
shit in
commercials.
commercials? Yeah, they go
Yeah.
double handed. Yeah.
Sometimes I don't want to make a bowl, so I just pour it right into the bag.
Okay. Wow.
I
Yeah.
just drink it.
Just drink
Oh
it
my
with a
god.
straw.
Dude, do you guys remember okay, so actually to answer your
Yes.
question, cereal first. Cereal first every time. Milk
Okay,
first is
good.
ridiculous.
Whew.
Milk first is stupid. You got to pour the milk in after so that every bit of cereal gets some milk right on the top and you're not just pouring it and it all
Yes.
floats. Yeah. No, whoever does milk first is absolutely wrong because also you need to be able to match the amount of milk to the cereal that you've poured, not the other way around.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, you probably know what I was about to say, but do you
I
remember the
sure do,
little
man.
boxes
Go
of
ahead.
cereal? Oh my
Uh-huh.
god, the little boxes of cereal that would come in the variety packs that you'd take camping or whatever the hell. And did you know that those were designed to be the bowls as well? The boxes were
What?
perforated. Yes. Yes. The boxes were perforated, so you opened the side of the box, like the thicker side of the box. You opened it up and then there'd be a slit in the bag. You can open the bag up, pour the milk directly in, and use the boxes as I'm not even kidding. Look it
Is
up.
that really? I'm looking it up. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Fun fact, unrelated, well, related to that, they now make the little bowls, but they have milk powder in them and you just add water.
Ugh.
I don't know how I feel. I bought one and I never
I'm-
tried it.
I don't blame you. Oh my god. So, along those same lines, did you know that oatmeal packets have a line on them for how much water you're supposed to put in the oatmeal?
It says it on the packet.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
on the packets
I didn't know
themselves.
that until last year.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Did you learn how to read
I
last year?
just
Yep.
now
Got him.
feelings are hurt. Got
You
him.
walked right into that. Oh my
But
god, that's
so I
crazy.
was at work and one of my coworkers is like, "Yeah, I messed it up at my oatmeal thing had a rip in the bottom." And I was like, "Why in the hell would you put water in that little bag with oatmeal?" And they're like, "Cuz you're supposed to." I was like, "Hold up. Excuse me?" He's like, "Go home, look at your bag. There's a line for how much water you should have and it says fill it up." And I went home and cried.
Wait, I always
Yeah,
pour
I
the
just
oatmeal out first.
Yeah, yeah, you pour the oatmeal
Okay,
out
Oh,
okay.
first.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I was
No,
thinking
you
I
do
did it wrong.
microwaving in the bag.
I was like, wait.
Slip it in there, like, every time I make oatmeal, I have to clean my microwave, and I don't get to eat my oatmeal. What am I doing wrong?
I just dump it in there.
Just
The
drop the
plate gets
bag
all
in and it
soggy.
goes
I don't know.
everywhere.
Oh my god.
I thought that's how you clean the microwave. I don't know.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, jeez.
Now I'm
But
just
yeah,
picturing scraping out a microwave from
just
oatmeal.
oatmeal coated, yeah. I've had to clean like, so I actually make now when I eat oatmeal, I just since here's another sign of aging. I have a big canister of oats, of whole oats, and I measure it out, and I just put some, like, peanut butter powder and banana in it. Like, I don't have the pre-measured packets, I just have the big canister, right? And so, like, sometimes so I've got it down to a science now with how long you microwave for with cooled water. This is the key. If so
This
if
is
the
it. This
water yeah, if the water that I was using was not refrigerated, it would boil over the bowl no matter what. And actually, Amanda's the one who found the pattern for me because I was like, I don't know what is happening with this microwave because it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds every time, and sometimes it would boil over, sometimes it wouldn't. And then Amanda found the correlation. If it didn't boiled over, I used refrigerated water. If it boiled over, I didn't. So, anyways, I don't even know why I got on that topic, but yeah,
Oh my
there's
god.
that.
This is big oatmeal. They don't want you to know this.
They don't want you to know this, yeah. Oh yeah, no,
They
all that to say, I've cleaned oatmeal out of microwaves many times, and it's not fun because it's goopy. You have to use
Mhm.
multiple paper towels. It gets
It's
on
so
your hand no
sticky.
matter what you do. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a mess. And
Oh
then it's
yeah.
on the side of your bowl. It's on the side of your bowl because it boiled over, and it flakes. It flakes off the side of your bowl. It's like, yeah,
Ugh,
it's
yeah.
a disaster.
Big oatmeal
Unrelated.
doesn't want you to know it.
But if you do hot chocolate in the microwave, you have to actually like put the water in first or milk. You can't put the hot chocolate in there and then microwave it because it like boils over.
So I thought
Yeah.
you were saying use hot chocolate instead of water in your oatmeal.
That sounds, you know what? Actually, that might be kind of good.
You know,
I'm gonna try that
hmm,
and instantly get heartburn, but you know,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Are
oh
you one
man.
of those people that puts your Pop Tarts in the toaster too?
he is, yes.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with you?
What else do you do with it? I mean, you could microwave them, I
You just
guess.
eat them.
You just
No,
eat them
you
out of the
just eat
packet
them.
on the go,
Dude,
like the
they're
Cuban
so
that you
much
ordered.
better when they give you third-degree burns on your mouth, though. They taste way better.
Oh my god, I'm
Dude,
actually gonna
okay.
change one of my picks because of
Okay.
what you just said.
Okay.
You just
I
convinced me
might
that there is something
alright.
else.
Alright. But let me so here's gonna be a little mini segment that I just wanna ask everybody here. Favorite Pop-Tart flavor? Go.
S'mores.
Alright, that was a
Hands
quick
down
answer.
forever. Only one I've ever really liked. Oh, blueberry.
Interesting.
You're so confident
Just-
in the s'mores.
But sometimes
S'mores, only
the fudge
s'mores.
sundae one is good.
The rest can go
Favorite.
to hell. Hmm.
You have to choose one.
Fuck. I think I've eaten more s'mores ones my entire life, so probably s'mores. They're
S'mores is a solid
consistent.
choice. I like how it's
All
striped in
right.
there, like it's
I like stripes, yeah.
yeah.
Zebras are my favorite animal.
Mm. Those zebra stripes
That's
sound
the
good. John.
reason
Ooh, zebra
you go to
stripes.
s'mores. They taste like zebras.
100% real zebra used.
I'm just picturing Always Sunny when they make the energy drink. We're grinding up like 1 crow per drink at this point.
One
Love that
crow per
show.
drink. Yeah. Oh god, it's so good.
My favorite is actually, I know this is going to come as a shock to both of you. And it's kind of strange that we're doing this as the second one for snacks because I don't like sweet things.
Hmm.
Specifically, anything sweet, I will not eat. Pop Tarts
Hey,
are
that's
in
a
that
slogan.
genre.
That
Yeah,
rhymes. Anything
anything
sweet, I will
sweet,
not eat.
I won't eat.
Yep.
It sounds like a
So,
Cat in the Hat book.
but I do in fact like the cinnamon and brown sugar Pop Tarts.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
It's like
Hmm.
the worst flavor.
You know, it's funny because those are probably one of the least popular
Yep.
ones, but those are one of my favorite ones. But I have to give it to the chocolate Pop Tarts for me for some reason. Like I'm
Well,
actually
hold on. Which one? There's two. There's the regular Pop Tart with the chocolate on top. Then there's the chocolate Pop Tart with chocolate, more chocolate on top of the chocolate with chocolate on the inside.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know, I don't actually remember. Like I like obviously I like the ones with the chocolate inside, but I can't remember if the ones that I like are I don't think they're full on chocolate. I think it's like vanilla pastry with like original pastry with chocolate inside, I think. Hold
So
on, let me look up.
chocolate fudge was the
Yes.
chocolate with chocolate on chocolate.
Okay,
Then
so
there was
that's the one that I like.
the chocolate chip, and then I think there had to have been another one, right? That was just chocolate on the top, but a regular pastry.
I don't
Am I
know.
going
Frosted
crazy?
chocolate fudge one is the like classic chocolate one.
The hot fudge
Is
sundae
it?
one?
The one you're looking at right
Oh
now,
yeah,
the
oh yeah.
frosted chocolate
Frosted
fudge
chocolate
one.
fudge, that's classic chocolate. Yeah, that one is like more often than not if I want like a pop tart, that one will kind of call to me, but cinnamon brown sugar is definitely up there. But then also hot fudge sundae is up there too. Like hot fudge sundae is really good. But that
I
one's
feel
not
like
nostalgic to me though.
this is like the Mandela
Oh,
effect, where like I remember there being a just chocolate Pop Tart,
dude.
right? With chocolate on the
I don't
inside,
remember.
chocolate, but it was like the normal colored Pop Tart as opposed to the chocolate one.
I don't know. I don't remember one like that. Well,
I
you didn't really
vividly
eat
remember
Pop
it.
Tarts very much though, right?
I
You said you didn't
didn't.
like sweet things, so
I don't.
I don't
But
know.
doesn't remember I don't remember them.
It does. That's exactly what that means.
It does. Your memories are wrong, which they are wrong apparently because I can't find any. Like, I'm looking through a whole bunch and there's just I mean, the frosted chocolate fudge seems to be, like, the
Yeah.
chocolate Pop-Tart. The rest of them were just Pop-Tarts or, like, blueberry, s'mores. They had all
Yeah.
different ones, so
So
I am, in
right
fact,
now,
incorrect. That's so weird.
I am actually going to so nostalgic wise, my favorite
Ooh.
nostalgic Pop Tart flavor is wild berry. That's like if I think of Pop Tarts from back then, it's the wild berry one. That's the one that had the purple frosting with the blue icing drizzle.
Yep. I do
Yeah.
remember that one. That was I
Yep.
was very afraid of that one.
Oh
That
really?
one. Yeah. I had
I
nightmares
don't think I've
waking
ever
up
had
from a
that one.
deep sleep. No.
Wild berry Pop Tarts. Oh no.
Oh, no. It was coming to get me.
It is. It's
Mom!
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of colors going on that one. It looks
It
funky.
really is.
It's kind of like that purple ketchup.
It is
You
that,
know.
like, you
Yeah.
probably shouldn't eat it because it
Yeah.
looks like diabetes, but
Oh my god.
so, I mean, do you guys wanna move on to my favorites? They're good.
Yes.
They're real
Yeah.
good.
It's definitely time because we went off on some tangents for mine. I'm sorry, everybody.
I'm very
But
shocked. This is my shocked face.
yeah.
All
I'm
right,
sorry.
so for the first one, this is the one that the second you triggered, you said you burn your mouth. That
Hashtag triggered.
immediately reminded me of
Mm.
freaking pizza rolls, man.
Oh yeah.
Like, the just even I mean, cheese, pepperoni, sausage, they were all good, but
Yeah.
like I remember that it's completely in line with pizza rolls. It's not a tangent, but it's a story. So back in the day, I had to have been below 10 years old, and I wasn't allowed to use the oven because my dumbass would burn the house down. So I really wanted pizza rolls, and I told my mom, I was like, "Hey, can you make me pizza rolls?" And she said, "No, you had pizza rolls for breakfast." So it was lunchtime, and I wanted pizza rolls. So I waited till she left the room. I went into the freezer. I grabbed the pizza rolls. I took a whole bunch of them out, and I put them in a plate. And I don't know how I came up with this idea as like a child, but I grabbed aluminum foil and toothpicks. And I went outside. It was a
Oh
sunny
God.
day, but remind you, it's a northeastern sunny day, so sun is in quotations. And
Yeah.
I set up the aluminum foil to bounce the sunlight onto the um, pizza rolls to heat them up, kind of like an oven would. And I let them sit for like 45 minutes. And they were not good. I still vividly remember biting into frozen pizza rolls.
I just imagine you like eating what's left of the scraps of pizza rolls that like a bunch of rats got to or something, like squirrels just came in and just had a feast. And you're just like picking at the scraps, like these aren't good. Oh my
It
God, that's
was so
funny.
good. But like pizza rolls, when you made them in my parents used to make them in the microwave because it was quicker. And it wasn't
Yeah.
until later in life that I realized that is not the way to make pizza rolls.
Oh
Oh
no.
yeah, no. Gotta
Like, they
crisp
are
them up.
real bad that way. Oh, yeah. You
Hmm.
put them in the oven, they're crispy, but the best way to make pizza rolls, if anyone listening is gonna do it, put them in the air fryer.
Or the deep
Mm,
fryer.
That's it. They
the
crisp up
deep fryer,
real
yeah.
nice.
A
Hmm.
real deep fryer would probably be real good
They
too.
sure are, but most people don't
Yeah,
have deep fryers anymore.
that's true.
This is 2023.
Air
They have
fryers
air
are pretty good,
fryers.
but we're probably about to get a deep fryer pretty soon.
I can just picture you, like, getting one of the gigantic, like,
Industrial ones, like
industrial size ones to drop, like, a bucket o' chicken in and
no,
just
it'd be
deep
just
fry
like
it.
a whole bag of mozzarella sticks for me. Oh my God, I
Oh,
love mozzarella
man.
sticks.
Arby's has the best mozzarella sticks.
Fast food wise,
Yep.
yes, for
Yes.
sure.
Well,
Actually,
obviously
honestly,
fast food wise.
they're pretty good, even all things considered. Even if you don't consider the fast food, but yeah,
Yeah.
it, you know what it is? It's because they're battered. They're not breaded. Battered
Yeah.
mozzarella sticks are the
Mm.
best. That's why battered mozzarella sticks are great. Like that's like pub style is battered,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
not
Yep.
yeah, not breaded.
I
Breaded is
remember
like
hearing
okay, but
yeah, breaded's okay. And but
yeah,
battered bandit's just different. I remember hearing someone a while back that they were talking about mozzarella sticks. They were like, "Hey man, you want 8 string cheese?" Like, no, that's a crazy amount of string cheese. Why would I ever want that much? And it's like, how about if I deep fry them? I'm sold.
yeah. What if I cut them in half and deep fry them and give you some marinara sauce? Perfect, I'm in.
Done. Give me 12. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Dude, seriously. And like the worst part is that like I'm at least lightly lactose intolerant, but like dairy things are some of my favorite foods and drinks. Like I
I'm the
love milk.
same way.
Yeah, like milk, just straight up
Same.
2% milk. Love it. Like
Hmm.
it's
It
so
makes me so
refreshing.
sad that I
Yeah.
had to choose between having something great that I really like, but having stomach issues after,
Yeah,
or not
stomach
eating it and
issues.
being sad all
We
the
all
time.
know. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Stomach issues is the light way to put it.
Yeah.
Did either of you have pizza rolls as a kid?
Oh yeah, the
Oh yeah.
combination were the best.
Oh, the
Combination.
combination.
Combination. Hands down.
Yeah.
Which what's in the
Pepperoni,
combination?
sausage, cheese.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The
Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep.
combination of all of them. That's
But
what
I
it
was
was.
more
All
of a
right.
bagel bites person.
Oh, pizza in the
Well,
morning, pizza
pizza's
in the
on a
evening,
bagel. You can
pizza
have
supper
bagels
time.
anytime.
Yeah.
That slogan is just ingrained in parts of. I
Yeah.
can't remember some people's names. My brain is like, you know what? You're gonna remember the slogan
Bagel
for
bites.
Bagel Bites.
I had the whole
It's like,
song, the jingle in my
thanks.
head.
Yeah.
It's pushing out other information that needs to be there. It's like,
Yeah.
no,
This is
no,
why I'm so stupid.
Oh my
it's a
god.
generation thing. Or stupid because jingles were too catchy. It's
Yeah.
confirmed.
Yeah, exactly. They reeled us in. Our minds just melted with all the freaking the goddamn commercials with jingles and the commercials where all we had to do was send 20 easy payments of $29.99 for zoo books or something, like You remember the Zoo Books commercials? Like, Jesus.
I do remember them. You also
Yeah.
there was the Magic Treehouse books that used to do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Jeez.
there
You
was the
give 29 cents a
encyclopedia.
day.
Oh, yeah, give 29 cents a day to feed either animals
Yeah,
that are in kennels or African children or something, like
for the price of one coffee an hour, you can help this family.
yeah.
It wasn't an hour. I think it was a month.
What?
So
you
we'll
you
move on
drink
to the
one
other
coffee
one.
every hour? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
That
let's
I'd be
go with
very
yours.
concerned.
Yeah,
My heart
okay.
rate's 300. So my other one, and we'll stick with just two for me. I think I could go on and on, even though they're
Right.
not quote unquote snacks. I'm gonna go with Lunchables
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Oh
because
yeah.
I ate them as snacks. I ate them all the time. Like
Oh yeah.
I would steal them out of the cabinet or out of the. Did you have to refrigerate them? I think you did,
Yes,
So,
right?
they're
Because they
refrigerated.
had like cheese
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, they
actually I
had
think
the
all of them are refrigerated.
I have vivid memories and like I can still taste the pizza Lunchables where you
Mhm.
squeeze the sauce out and drip cheese on and eat it, and it
Oh,
was horrible. But man, was it good.
You
dude.
remember it used to come with a stick?
Yeah, spreading stick.
There's no stick
Did
anymore.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
A little
that's not
red,
surprising.
plastic stick to spread the sauce with. Yep.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I do remember the
Yeah, they
spreading
don't come with them
stick.
anymore. Yeah. So, but you know what? Their sauce is like weirdly super good, and it's probably because it's full of sugar or whatever. But I have a
It's
very,
definitely
very
it's full of
essential
sugar.
question for you, John. Here I go again asking questions. But when you made the Lunchables pizzas, did you microwave them or did you eat them raw?
No, I ate them raw. Are you supposed to microwave them?
No.
They're delicious when you microwave them. It's like a warm. What do you mean? No, you got to melt the cheese, man. It's a pizza. Who eats pizza with raw, cold shredded cheese and
The
cold
kids
sauce?
that are at school having lunch.
Yeah.
That's a Lunchable.
I don't give a dang about those kids.
I
No,
don't
but
care
like,
about the kids. They're
so
my
yeah,
Lunchables.
there's sacrifices that you make when you're in dire situations, like at school, right? But when you're home, you can make a gourmet Lunchables microwaved pizza. You know what I mean? Like, it's good. It's still good. I'd still eat them right now. Pepperoni.
I'm definitely looking to see if they say microwave them somewhere because I'm
I don't
thoroughly
know.
curious.
I
I don't
mean,
think they do.
they.
I've tried it. It's not that good.
It's good. Shut
I
up.
was
You
team
don't know
no
what you're talking about.
microwave,
No,
and I tried it, and
no.
I'm not convinced.
It's better than not microwave. Easily.
Well, not microwave wasn't good, period. I mean, Lunchables, as a kid with hopes and dreams,
Yes,
I
of course.
loved the taste of them. But if you have them now, it's just like, oh, what is this? Is $5?
What
Yeah.
chemicals is this that I'm putting in my mouth?
Yeah. Let's see. Does anyone want to guess the price of a Lunchable?
$3.49.
God,
You had
if
that
that's
really close on the top of your head.
Not from the top of my head. I buy them a lot.
is that actually it?
I
Is that
don't think
it?
so.
Let's see. I'm looking at Target here. The answer is well, they're $1.99 at Target, but they look different, so I don't
Well,
trust
wait.
them.
Are those the little ones? Like, they don't come in a box. They just have the plastic film you peel, because those are smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
come with the drink. Like, they don't come with the Capri Sun or anything. And they're no. Those are like snackables,
Wait,
not
whoa, hold
Lunchables.
on. They don't come with Capri Sun, do they?
The big ones do.
The big ones do, yeah. Like the ones that are in the box, they come with a drink, a little dessert, like a little candy, like a Crunch Bar or something, and then the entree, if you will.
Do you remember when
What?
Lunchables tried to be like an actual lunch and they were the Lunchables uploaded or something?
Oh yeah, the big one. Yeah, they were
They
like
had like a
bigger.
sub
Yeah, yeah. They did the sub with like a little bottle of water with the Kool-Aid jammer. For
Uploaded. I see that. They still sell
trying to be
those.
healthy.
yeah, like no, they had the water, and then they had
Quote
the
unquote.
little
The
packet.
packet.
Yeah, of the Kool-Aid that you pour into the water bottle.
It
That
looks
that
like
was the
they also
Mio
came with
back
Kool-Aid,
in the day.
Pringles, and Hershey Kisses came in it. But so I never had the Lunchables with the Capri Sun in it. I only ever had the regular Lunchables with just the pizza, which is so interesting because
You never
I
had the
drank
full-on
it.
Lunchable?
No, but I had it with Capri Sun because we bought Capri Sun separate though.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
So, you know what? I think we need to do another episode on snacks and foods and stuff like that.
Oh,
We
we'll
could
do a
go
part 2.
on. Yeah, for sure. We have to because there's so many other things that I want to talk about that I think we should save for another episode. Because God, I could go on about the foods for a very long time.
Yeah.
I feel like snacks is such a broad term too. Because like
Yeah, I mean,
Lunchables technically are lunch. They're not a snack. Even though
yeah.
I had them as snacks. Oh, but it looks like a normal Lunchable is about $3. So you're you're pretty darn close. I guess you have an
Yeah.
unfair advantage being, you actually buy them still.
Yeah.
Yeah. For herself
Yeah,
and
I
children.
mean, there's
Mostly
so
me.
much to talk about. We didn't even talk
Oh
about
yeah.
like the baby bottle pops where you
I know, yeah.
like it
I mean,
was
we
or
could
ring pops.
there could probably be a whole episode on candy from then too, honestly. Like
Oh, that's
separating
not a
candy from snacks. We could probably
mm-hmm.
do that cuz I feel like we could still go on about that too, to be honest.
Like the differences between the normal size M&Ms and M's and the mini ones and how they taste different.
Oh, definitely.
Yes, they do taste different.
Yep.
They
Same with
do.
Reese's.
And the mini ones are better.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
hands down.
Okay.
And it wasn't
All
just
right.
because you're downing 60 of them at one time.
I know cuz you got those little tubes. You're drinking that shit. Like you're
It's a
not,
shot
you know what I
glass.
mean?
Is that wrong?
Yeah, it's a shot. Yeah, right?
To be
Mini
fair, has
M&Ms, the
anybody
gateway to
tried?
drinking.
Yeah, all these things, man. What?
Has
Hmm.
anybody tried drinking an entire thing of M&Ms?
Of a
The
big
big
thing of M&Ms?
M&Ms?
Yeah, the regular ones. You just take 60 of them and put them in your mouth.
Huh. I don't think I'd be able to hold that many.
If anyone has, they're going to win diabetes. So,
Congratulations, you win.
oh god. Yeah, I feel like
That's
there's a lot.
nostalgic
We're,
too.
we're definitely going to do multiple parts to this. So I
Yeah,
feel like we
multiple
can
food.
revisit
Yeah.
it over and over.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
seriously. Because there's
Also with
some other
different
things that I
people.
wanted to bring up. Yeah,
Like we could have
different
other guests
people.
and stuff in who did different stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
there were
because
different snacks in the 80s.
I'm just sick of Amanda already. So I don't. We don't need to have her on for the
1
next one.
hour. That's where you're cutting it. That's
Yep.
the line.
I know where you sleep.
No.
Oh god.
Oh. Oh no. I didn't hear the thing. Nope, didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Didn't happen. It's going to get published.
All right, now that we've gone through everybody's favorite snack, let's go the opposite direction. So we're gonna do the 1 out of 10 portion, where it's just the horrible stuff you remember as a child not liking. I know I talked about like watermelon back then, but I got something different. I got something in mind for this. But Amanda, what would you consider to be a snack from your childhood that was a 1 out of 10 you hate and never go back to?
So it's actually a cereal. I know we named it as a snack for us now. And I was really excited when I saw it and it came out. But it's the Oreos O's. The little
The
Oh,
chocolate
Oreo.
cereals
Oh,
with the marshmallows.
yeah. I like the Oreo O's actually.
I didn't. There
Hmm.
was some flavor in there that just bleh. The s'mores one does it too.
interesting. Oh, I remember the s'mores one.
I think
But
the
the
s'mores one is
Oreo
still
O's
out.
were
One
like
of them
the
is still in stores, and I'm not a fan.
oh my god, they make I'm looking at this and yeah, those are something I would never find myself eating ever in my normal day-to-day life. I feel like I have so many better options, but they make like Dunkaroo Oreos?
Oh, do they? Is it like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I
They're
think I've seen
called
that.
handy snacks. Oreo cookie and sticks. What?
oh yeah.
Handy snacks.
Love me a handy snack.
Yeah, you know.
Got to keep your
It's so
energy up, right?
oh, Dunkaroos. We're on the 1 out of
Dunkaroos.
10. Dunkaroos don't belong there. Don't
Yeah, no,
mistaken. They
Dunkaroos.
belong
Oh
in
my god.
snacks part 2.
I mean,
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, the cereal seems gross.
was not
Something
great.
I would
It was
never eat.
it was an interesting chocolate flavor. Like obviously it's sugar on sugar on sugar, but like the
Yeah.
chocolate flavor of the cereal was like a really rich not really rich, but like just a really dark, I don't know, it's hard to describe, but yeah,
Chemicals.
Yeah, that's
Chemicals.
pretty
Yeah,
chemically.
that's fair.
I'm not very picky when it comes to things though, so I would eat them. But yeah,
Trash.
Well,
We eat trash.
I like your 1 out of 10. I think it's a good pick, even though Becky disagrees. Becky, what do you think is a 1 out of 10 for you?
yeah. So this is gonna be kind of a stretch for snacks, but I think it applies because they were found at every single freaking party that had kids, and it is a beverage, and it's the little huggies, little hugs or whatever. The little juice in a
Oh,
barrel with the foil
yeah.
tops.
Those more
Those
sugar
things,
than juice.
oh my god, those things are fucking disgusting. And every single function that you went to that had kids had a big old cooler full of them. And I would
The
literally drink,
barrels.
yeah, the little barrels, yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
I would literally seek out water bottles. I refuse to. They're disgusting. They don't taste good. But none of
No.
it tastes good. I don't even know what they're supposed to be flavored like. Obviously fruits, but
Ass.
it's yeah, yes.
Sugar.
Just ass flavored.
Um,
Sugar flavored. That seems
yeah,
to be
Sugar flavored
the
ass.
theme.
yeah,
Sugar flavored ass.
and so I have to go with little hugs as my 1 out of 10. Honestly, a 0 out of 10. They shouldn't exist.
0 below a 1 out of 10. Like kids shouldn't even know what they are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
What
that's mine.
about you, Amanda? Do you ever drink hugs?
Oh yeah. They're just sugar water.
Did you like them?
That's fair.
I always got excited and then was always disappointed. And I never remembered that I liked them. So I just always got them.
I feel like they're more. It's like what happens when you have Kool-Aid and you put too much sugar in it in like a small portion. It's
Yeah,
just gross. Yeah, those hugs are not my favorite at all.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I
How
feel
about
like
you,
that's the
John?
case with a lot of snacks. Well, for me, okay, so
Yeah.
it's kind of along the line of yours, but not. It is the wax candy.
Oh.
So they came in like
The bottles?
little bottle looking things, and you had to break them and squeeze them in your mouth. Ugh.
Dude, so okay, so get this. And you may not have actually known this. That was chewing wax. You're supposed to chew it like gum. You chew on the wax for a while,
What?
and the juice flavors it. Yes. Chewing wax was a thing back in the day, and people would just chew on the wax and then you just spit it out later. It's kind of like
What? It's
gum.
like gum?
Yeah, like it's
Ugh.
chewing wax. Yeah, like you obviously don't eat it, and you're actually not supposed to really like just bite the top off and try to drink the little juice out of it. You chew the whole thing.
that,
The juice
that
flavors the
explains
wax.
so much.
Yeah, it's
So you're
really
ugh.
funny. Yeah, I like those actually. It's really funny that you brought those up because I literally just thought of those off of the little hugs thing and was gonna say something, and I was like, no, maybe part two or for candy or something like that.
Part two.
But yes, I
Yeah.
love those things actually.
Oh, I maybe I'll have to try one with eating the wax as
I
well.
mean,
But
it
I
doesn't
mean,
taste better. It tastes the same, but it's
oh,
just a better experience.
gotcha.
It's a lighter experience. Like since you're not just trying to drink the juice concentrate and you're letting it try kind of flavor the whole wax, it's maybe a little better, but it's still the flavor
Ugh,
is roughly the same. So you might not like it anyway. But yeah, you're supposed to chew the
maybe.
wax.
Why don't they? I feel like they would say it on the. I feel like this whole thing
I
is
don't
me not
know.
reading a
Yeah.
freaking box.
Well, we just
Like
established that you learned how to read last year with the oatmeal, so
that's fair. That is very fair. Yeah. Well, good to
yeah.
know. Now I'll have to try one and see if it's any better. But
Yeah.
um, I think we're good to move on to guess that sound. You guys
Yes.
ready to guess that sound?
Oh God.
Get ready for Guess That Sound. Yep.
Today's Guess That Sound is sponsored by Tums because getting old sucks. It's not sponsored by them. Don't
That'd be
sue
cool.
us.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, please don't sue us. We
so I
just
tried to
eat
pick
your
something. You just eat it every day.
yeah, we just eat it like candy.
It's our new candy.
Oh my god, I know. This is old person candy. That's the opposite of nostalgia podcast. Let's call it Grandpa's podcast.
Grandpa's podcast.
Back in my day.
Yep.
Same wavelength.
Checks
There it
out.
is.
So welcome back to Guess That Sound, where Becky and Amanda are going to try and guess what this came from. So, just like last time, I gave you that it was a TV show. This time is going to be the intro to a game that both of
Cool.
you should know, which was very difficult because, well, you guys don't play many games. So,
Well,
it's true. We're gonna play this. We're gonna start with about 2 seconds of the clip. We're gonna have you guess. If you get it wrong, we'll play more, and so on until you guys get it right. I'm hoping you guys don't get all the way through it. I think it's only like 30 seconds or something like that. So it's not like it's crazy long or anything, but
all right.
I'm hoping you guys get it. And if not, I'm gonna be real sad. Later. All right.
Yeah, that's from Pokemon Yellow.
That's your guess. What about you, Amanda? Your face right
Pokemon
now is
Red?
just
I'm gonna be very honest. The only time I played a Pokemon game from the olden days was on an emulator in high school, and I did not watch the beginning because I was in
Oh
history class.
my god.
I
You
didn't
never
have a
played any
Game
of the
Boy
original Pokemon games?
or a Game Boy Advance or a Game
Oh
Boy
my
Color.
goodness.
I did have a GameCube though.
There was only two Pokemon games for the GameCube. I think it was Gale of Darkness was like the only one. There's really not many. So that explains why you wouldn't know it is. But Becky, you are in fact correct. It is Pokemon Yellow. I had to come up with something that you might get,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to go too hard with that. I was going to do the original Red, but it's like that classic battle scene, and it's very easy.
Oh yeah.
Here, we'll play it in the background a second here, because like this is the super boppy and nice. But then it goes to the main.
Yeah, the
If
start
you guys
menu.
didn't get it here, exactly. The start
Yeah.
menu is iconic. I mean, everyone
But
should know
yeah,
what it is.
that man, the actual intro song to it, that's like where for Pokemon Yellow, you've got Pikachu like surfing and stuff like that on the screen during the intro. You know, like oh my
Oh
god, I
yeah.
love that game.
Yeah, the second you hear it, so like back in the day, my brother and I used to share a Game Boy because my parents only bought one. Because when you have a brother that's a year older than you don't get your own stuff. That's just a thing. And we shared a Pokemon Yellow version, and I would hear that so often. It's such a nice little tune. It's still boppy and cool. I think it's way better than Black and or Red and Blue.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
have
I
Pokemon Black in my
honestly,
head because I was replaying it.
oh, I don't know if I haven't really played Red. Like I want to because I never did, but I literally only played Yellow. Pretty much. Like I
I
need to play
mean,
Red and Blue.
Red, Blue, and Green are literally just glitchy versions of Yellow.
Oh really? Like they came
That's
out
it.
before
Yeah.
Yellow, right? Like Yellow was a special
Yeah.
edition one that came out afterwards.
Yeah, it was Red and Green were the first ones. Those came out, and then after that was Red and Blue in the US. And Red and Blue fixed a bunch of issues that they had with the original ones.
Mm.
Um, and then they also fixed a whole bunch of stuff for Yellow too, and it came out like a year later. Yellow came out because they couldn't finish Gold and Silver quick enough. Fun fact.
Oh really? Okay.
Yep. So they just made one based on the anime. But yeah, that was it. Congratulations, Becky. You officially get 230 points for guessing it on the first try.
Excellent.
Um,
Thank you.
not keeping track of any of these points.
Yeah.
So make sure you keep track of your own. I think Mike got 3 points for guessing it correctly last time. So you're
Yeah. So you're
slightly
playing
ahead.
favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
I see.
I don't make the rules here. So wait.
Playing favorites,
But
and I
yep,
like it.
we have reached the end of the podcast. Amanda, Becky, do you guys have anything you wanted to throw in last minute about snacks?
Oh god, there's so many things that I could say, but I honestly think I will save it for the next snacks episode because we've already rambled on for probably over an hour at this point.
Yeah, we could do it for another 2 hours, but
Yeah.
there's yeah, turns out snacks were a big part of our childhood. Yay, and
Yeah,
healthy
eating
childhood.
is
Ooh.
How about
important.
you?
Just want
Eating's
to say thanks
important.
for having me on and letting me talk about my weird snacks interactions.
Yeah, your farm party was good. That was one I was not expecting that at all, honestly.
No. Just the dipping and all. You basically took sugar and were just shoveling it down your throat
Isn't that what we
in
did as
any
kids, though?
form.
That's true.
No.
Not John. John doesn't like sweet things because he's a weirdo.
Exactly. I am a weirdo, yes. But great, yep, we'll be back for snacks part 2. Maybe we'll have Amanda again on it. We'll see. Or maybe she'll come back from other stuff. But we're gonna have a bunch of rotating guests, and I'm sure we'll see Amanda again. But thank you guys so much for joining us. Make sure to check out last week's episode about Cartoon Network if you watch those shows at all. Otherwise, check us out
Yeah.
on Twitter, on YouTube, and I believe on any real podcast platform you can find. I think Spotify, YouTube, or Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of those. So until next time, catch you guys later.
Yeah. Thank you.